Oh my gosh, that curl. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna move that out there. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello guys, it's me Butterfly Spirit 314. So today I'm going to talk about my fifth pole dancing class experience today. So I attended my fifth pole dancing level one class. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it. So, for those of you who don't know, so I went through the intro level of pole dancing, which is the intro to pole level. That's pretty much where you get like introduced to the pole, and you have to take at least like 8 to 10 classes before you can graduate to the next level, which is level one, which is where I'm on. So far, I have taken about, well, today, 5 classes. Um, and pretty much, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm making progress. So I will confess that today, before I went to class, I actually, I actually felt like I was a little like, like I was a little like I guess worried about going to class today because of the fact that I haven't been able to climb the pole, and it was kind of getting to me before I even like showed up to class. And I was like thinking today, like, do I want to go or anything like that? But since I paid for the class, I convinced myself that I would go and I'd give it a try. And it's because, like, the last class I was in, which was my fourth level one class, so I was trying out the class with a new instructor, which you guys probably seen in my, if you've seen any of my like videos from that where I posted my last pole class, my new teacher was actually in that particular. She was actually in one of my shorts and stuff. So I tried out the class with her, and there were students in the class. They were advanced beginners. So advanced beginners are pretty much people who have already been like physically active. So these are going to be people who were maybe in like the aerial arts, maybe they were in ballet, or they were in some other kind of like dance or something like that, or some kind of fitness, which allows them to make quick amounts of progress. So there were a couple of girls in the class with me. Those two girls were advanced beginners, and basically they were like advanced. So there really wasn't anything the teacher could throw at them that was challenging. But for me, I was struggling to climb the pole, and I was concerned about that. I've been trying to pole since, not pole, but I've been trying to climb the pole since my intro days. And basically, I haven't gotten there. But today I decided to show up to class. And what I did do today was I decided that what I would do is go to class and give it a try again with climbing. So we didn't specifically go into climbing like I thought we were going to or anything, but I did climb. So I'll tell you basically the start of the class. So start of the class, we do a warm up. Every time I go to a pole class, we always warm up no matter who the instructor is. So, following the warm up, after we did the warm up, and I actually did my warm up in like my street clothes. So, I was cold because it snowed here last weekend. It was like 8 to 12 inches of snow, and that snow is still around. And it's like frigid temperatures outside. And so I was all bundled up when I came to my class. So, rather than like getting into my pole like clothes and stuff, I just basically couple my street clothes, and under my street clothes I have like my like pole dance outfit and everything. So did the warm up and things. It was about maybe I think like maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, how long our warm up is. And after doing the warm up, then let me think what happened. Oh, during the warm up, let me go back to the warm up. During the warm up, there were exercises that I was doing. Um, and I noticed the exercises were a lot easier for me this time. So the last class, there were some exercises I was struggling with, but since I have been doing core workouts and leg workouts and hip workouts, basically, this time in my class, I was basically finding that there were exercises that were a lot more easier for me than it was the last time I took the class, which shows improvement for me, which I really, really, really like. So, so there were some exercises I was just like just crushing it through and doing really great through because of the exercises I was doing at home and stuff before my classes. So, after doing the warm up, then we got into doing some pole work. So, we started off and we did, let me think. We started off, I believe, by doing, I believe it was a back hook. So we started off, I believe, by doing that first. And I'm used to doing a back hook the way I've learned how to do it. But the instructor I had today, she wanted me to try it a different way. And I tried it in a new way. And I actually liked the way she taught it. I was a little confused because I was like, well, I'm so used to doing this way. Why can't I just do it the way I'm used to? But I tried it a new way, and actually it was great because what happened is that usually when I do my back hook, I usually will find that I feel that my leg is like not closest to the pole, like one of my legs isn't. But with this new way, my leg actually got closer to the pole, which is really great. Um, let's see what else. We did try something else. I cannot tell you. It kind of looked like, I think it was like a side crucifix. I think that's what it was, something like that. I tried that. It was like a spinning sort of crucifix sort of move, and I've never done a crucifix before. I did try this new move today, and well, I tried, I tried it, but I didn't. I did it, but it wasn't as crisp as how the teacher did it. So, but I gave it a couple of tries. Then there was this other thing we were doing. Like there was like this sort of like climb, like where you climb and then you do like a move or whatever. Um, oh, I'm sorry. The last move that I did was called a hood ornament. That's what that was. So I tried doing that, didn't do very well with it, but I gave it a shot. And I think I'd have to practice doing it more. Let's see. We did do some rolling around on the floor with like our backward rolls, but I don't do very well with those at all. I noticed the other girls in class were kind of like, they kind of didn't like it either. I tried it in my chair dancing class and floor work class, and yeah, I'm not really into the whole rolling thing. Not really, not rolling around on the floor. um, so yeah, that wasn't for me. Um, let's see, what else did we do? We did like a climb with the hood ornament deal, and I didn't do that as well as I wanted to. And then there was some other. We didn't really have a specific climbing time, which I think for me really didn't make me feel. It didn't make me feel as happy because I'm used to wanting to practice climbing and all that. But I did get some climbing in. I promise you I did. Um, but I found today's class just like flew by. Like it seriously flew by for me. And I feel like I feel like if I would have like knew how to climb, then there's like some things I could have like did, but it's okay because I did practice climbing a little bit. We did do knee tucks. We did do those kind of backwards towards inverting. I noticed when I was doing my knee tucks, my core basically didn't have a problem doing the knee tucks because and knee tucks is basically a move we do on the pole where we're bringing our knees up to like our core, okay? Um, and basically, I found it to be easier, honestly, because I've been doing my core workouts. So my core has gotten stronger since my last class because I actually did a core workout. I will say when I do a core workout when I'm at home, I will say that core workout kicks my ass because after the core workout I do, it's like a ballet core workout. After I do that workout, my core will be sore, like my whole core. I mean, like from top of my core to the bottom. Like every time I do a core workout, then man, my core will be sore after that for like a couple of days because I'm working those core muscles and things like that. And my core has definitely gotten a lot stronger than what it was in the past. So it is a lot better, way better. Um, so when I was doing like the knee tucks on the pole, it was super easy for me to do. We were doing something where we're kind of going a little bit backward. I didn't have anything really too much wrong with that. It wasn't an invert, but it was kind of almost. But I didn't have problems with that because my core was, like I said, with core strength, my core was ready. And also my legs too. My legs were not so bothered because I've been doing leg workouts. So my legs have gotten stronger and things. And I need leg strength in order to be able to do things like climb the pole. Hell, I've even been working on my arms. So I even did an arm workout and that's helping too. Because if I'm gonna climb the pole, I have to like reach up in order to be able to even climb. So that helps when I did like an arm workout, like at home. That actually helped me build that strength. So that when I reached up, like today, I actually tried climbing. It wasn't a part of the class, but I actually tried doing climbing myself. And what I found is because I did an arm workout at home, then what happened is my arms were not tired. So they were actually ready for me to reach up and grab the pole so I could try to step up to try to climb. Now, I won't say I climbed the pole fully. I made a lot more progress than I did last Saturday. I did. I really feel like in a few more classes, I'm actually gonna be able to climb the pole. Like I actually think so. And I think so because my body is like recognizing, like, as I do workouts with like leg workouts and arm workouts and hip workouts, like, as my body is getting used to me doing these workouts, I'm actually getting stronger. And because I'm getting stronger, when I'm on the pole doing things, now it's not tiring me so much. So I guess I'm seeing some progress, which I really like. And that's a good thing. That's a really great thing. So I'm going to keep at it. And I did make some progress today with climbing a little bit. But yeah, I'm very happy with the progress that I'm making, and I'm going to keep up the good work. Um, and I think that that's what I have to do is just be gentle with the progress. The instructor that I had in the class today, she is going to move on to level 2 and things, which sucks because I really think she's a cool instructor, but she's going to move on to teach the level 2 girls. For me, I'm a level 1 right now. And basically, I realized, like, as I was leaving the studio today, I realized that what I want to do is I actually want to follow the course of continuing with level 1 and then going to level 1.5 and then going up to 2 where she is. And I want to do that because I want to give myself as much training as I can. Okay. Because I don't want to just jump into stuff. There are girls in my class, like the girls from last Saturday's class, they were in my class today. And yeah, they were crushing different stuff that they were doing. However, they're probably going to go, I think they're signed up for like level two, even though they're level ones and things. But I think for me, like, I want to follow the course of the path that they have at the studio, which is, level one and then level 1.5 and then two. And my teacher even said today, she was like, well, if you want to take a level two class, she's like, you have to have your climbing down. Like your basic climb has to be down before you're going to be able to move to level two. And for me, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to level two yet. I'm going to follow the path, finish up my level one, which I have like maybe 4 more classes. And then I'll be graduating to level 1.5, which I'm sure by pretty much like maybe by the middle of February or so, I'll be a level 1.5. So I'll be graduating to that. And then I'll be doing that for maybe 8 weeks. And then after that, I'll be progressing up to being a level two. So, like, probably by the time it gets around summer, I'll be a level two. And I'll be doing some more fun stuff. So it'll be really cool. But I just want to enjoy the journey. And I realize that's what I have to do, because trying to rush through stuff is not going to give me the kind of progress I want. I want to be able to do pole dancing moves, and I've kind of said this in videos before. When I do pole dance, I want to do my pole dance moves, or pole dance spins, and pole dancing tricks. I want to do these things with the correct form. And I want to do that by making my moves look as clean and as fluid as possible. That's what I'm after. I'm not just wanting to run in and just do, just jump in and do stuff. The studio that I was at last year, I went to 2 studios, but the studio that I was at before I came to the one I'm at now, they had a studio and they didn't have any structure. So there was no path to how, like, there basically was, you just come to a level one class. That was just basically how it was at that other studio. But when I was going to classes at that studio, I never felt like I was making any sort of progress at all. Like, I really didn't. And I was there for a year and I didn't feel like I was getting where I wanted to. And until I decided to go to this other studio, and now I've been making progress and I'm following a path. We are like, I know, hey, I got to take 8 to 10 classes. And after I take about 8 to 10 classes, then I can graduate to the next level. And I like actually knowing that I'm climbing up a path to get somewhere and things. Some people may not like that. I like that because it's progress to me. I can check off the list. Okay, I did this class, I did this class, this class, this class, and things. And one thing I do between my classes is I actually, don't rush myself. So like after the last class on Saturday, my legs were sore. And so I knew that what I was going to do, I knew I was going to give it a break. I knew I was going to. I wasn't just going to go to another class, even though there was one like on Monday. I wasn't going to do that because, being sore and not listening to my body could mean I can injure myself, and I don't want to do that. Now, today, after today's class, like, I feel like Monday I can pick up a class because my body is not as like sore or anything like that. And so because of that, I'm like, hey, I can go pick up a class on Monday, jump in, and then hell, that could be class number 6. You know what I'm saying? So for me, really, like being at the studio I'm at now, I feel like it's great because I'm making progress. And I like that. At the prior studio I was at, there were girls that they were cool with just kind of doing pole moves, but I don't feel like we learned things with the correct form and how we were supposed to do stuff. And so I ended up leaving there. It's not that I wouldn't go back there, but I feel like I like to build in progress in what I'm doing. Okay, that's what I like actually doing. And at this studio, that's what I'm doing now. I'm actually, going through and stuff and learning things. And there's some girls who come to the studio where I'm at now, and some girls are there to just try it out for one class and they never come back. There are some girls who will continue the course like what I am. And for me, I have a goal that I want to get to. I want to get to the more, get to the point where I'm more at the elite level so I can do a lot of things. And I know it's going to take me time to get there, but I'm not in a rush to do it, because I realize that trying to rush through doing something, it doesn't really allow somebody to have like the appreciation for what they're doing. You know, it's like if you're training to be like an ice skating, or you're in gymnastics or karate or bodybuilding or whatever, you know, like I feel like that progress that you make every time you show up is what makes the difference. And sure, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this. You know, should I really? But I've learned from pole dancers that are on YouTube, many of them, that it's really about the journey. You know, every time you show up to class, you know, you're going to make progress. And that's something I'm actually learning, is that I may not do everything 100%. I may not be able to, you know, get up the pole really quickly or anything like that or whatever, but I'm making slow progress, you know, and I'm getting there. It's going to happen and stuff. And pretty soon, you know, you guys will see me post videos and you guys will be like, what the hell? She's over here doing all kinds of shit, you know? And it'll be because I put in that time and that effort of going to class and everything. And also not just because I go to class, but also now I've realized that it is super important for me to train my body outside of class so that I make sure that my muscles remember, you know, what they have to do when it comes to getting on the pole and like and things. So they're more used to it. You know, yes, there's some people who probably just show up to class and they do that. Me, I want to make sure that my body remembers, hey, like my legs, I'm like, hey legs, come on, we gotta we gonna have to climb this pole, so we got to get through this workout. And so then like when I show up to class, my legs know what time it is and they know, hey, okay, we gotta kick this shit into gear. You know, it's time to activate, you know. And the same thing with my arms. You know, when I'm reaching up and pulling down on the pole, my arms know, oh hey, it's time for us to pull it in the strength so we can get up this pole. This is what our use is, this is what we're doing. You know, same thing with my hips. My hips and my core can be like, oh, okay, we gotta work towards inverting. Okay. You know, and because I'm training my hips and core, my muscles are gonna be ready for me to do inverting because I'm gonna have trained them before I even get to class and things. So I realized that training my body is important. Now, years ago, if you would have told me that I'd be working out, I would have told you you're crazy. I would have definitely done that. But at this point in my life, I'm working out because I want to progress and get better in pole. And in order to do that, I have to have the strength to do it. You know, the girls who are the advanced beginners in my class, their bodies are trained to do stuff. And that's just the thing that they have right now. But eventually I'll get there, you know? And hell, a year from now, it's probably going to be nothing for me to climb the pole or invert or do different stuff because I'm going to have taken that time to get to where I want to get to and things. Hell, there's probably going to be some girls who are going to be in classes with me and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, how did you do that? And different things like that, you know? So I'm just gonna go through the journey and keep going. I mean, my goal this year is to climb the pole. So hell, as long as I'm able to climb the pole by the end of the year, which I'm pretty damn sure I'm able to do it, then I'm happy. You know, hell, I got some other goals too. I definitely got more. But I think that's a nice goal to have for me to shoot for something and finally get there. And I definitely think I'm going to get to that definitely before the end of the year. Hell, it's January 31st right now. So I'm sure I'm going to get there. But anyway, I think I'm making progress and I'm going to get around to what I want to. You know, I want so bad to do stuff like the other girls, but I don't have to do that yet and I'm okay with that, you know. And so I'll see what kind of progress I make. I am gonna post some videos of myself. I have not looked at the video footage. Well, I looked at one video of myself, the climbing one. But I'm gonna look at myself and like my videos, and I'm gonna decide like which videos I want to post for you guys to see. So I will be doing that sometime today or tomorrow, whatever. I mean, you guys will see when I post. As long as you're subscribed to me, then you'll see it or whatever. But by and large, my goal is to, document my journey, show how far I've come, and, show people realistically that pole dancing is it's a sport, hell, it's something you train for. It's something you do. And no, coming into pole dancing, a lot of people here, you don't have to be, you don't have to, be in the gym or be super strong to do pole dancing. You don't have to try it out. You don't. If you want to progress through pole dancing, like, then you're gonna want to train. And that's why, like, there's some specific pole dancing exercises that I kind of want to look into. I think what I am going to be doing too, I know I don't want to, but I'm going to be like doing squats. So I think I'm going to be doing that because that can help me with climbing. So I think I might incorporate that into my exercises as well in order to get better with climbing. So that's something else that I learned today before I went to class. So, but I'm making progress and I love it. And I think that it's really the journey. It's so easy to look at, man, I'm not doing this, man, I'm not doing that. But the thing of it is that matters is, am I showing up to class? Am I trying? And I've had classes where there are some girls, they'll show up to class and they'll try something and then they'll just get bored and go to do something else. Like there was a girl, I remember I had a class, and this is when I was in intro. And there was a girl that came to class, and she ended up going to like the back room area, I guess, because she got bored with doing the intro stuff. And I guess like she didn't want to do it. She was doing stuff for I think like maybe 10 minutes, and then she just kind of gave up and just was like, I'm not doing it. So yeah, I mean, but I don't know if I don't think I ever saw her again, but hey, maybe it wasn't for her, but at least she tried. I mean, that's the thing about anything. Hell, at least you tried. With a new hobby, at least try it to find out if you like it or not. If you don't like it, at least you know. Oh my gosh, my arm popped. Oh my gosh, my arm, like, shoulder popped. I got to probably do some more arm workouts, probably. Like one arm workout so I can get this little pop out of my shoulder. Yeah, it means that I need to work out of my arms. Anyway, um, but yeah, that was pretty much my class and things and kind of my thought process about things that are happening. And I know for some of you guys, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? But you guys will see in my videos when I post stuff like and things. So you'll see. You definitely will. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. But anyway, thank you all so much for checking in and watching me. I saw a lot of people pop in, so I appreciate y'all's support. And thank y'all for watching. Bye.